Hello students, now we are going to discuss that eigenvectors corresponding to distinct eigenvalues are linearly independent. That is, if you have lambda 1 and for example lambda 1 and lambda 2 are distinct eigenvalues and v1 and v2 are corresponding eigenvectors, that is v1 is lambda v1, lambda 1 v1 and t v2 is equal to lambda 2 v2. Then v1 and v2, this set will be linearly independent. This is the idea of this theorem. So the proof will be by induction on n. Let lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n be distinct eigenvalues of a linear operator T, and v1, v2, vn be corresponding eigenvectors. To prove is the set v1, v2, vn is linearly independent. For n is equal to 1, only one vector is there, is singleton set, and also v1 is not equal to 0. Therefore, this is linearly independent, and so the result is true for n is equal to 1. Now suppose result holds true for n is equal to k minus 1. For n is equal to k, let alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 up to alpha k vk is 0. We need to prove that v1, v2, vk are linearly independent. So we need to prove all the coefficients alpha 1 up to alpha k are all equal to 0. Now write it as equation 1. Apply t of alpha v1 plus alpha k vk is equal to t of 0 is equal to 0 implies alpha 1 t v1 plus alpha 2 t v2 plus alpha k t vk is equal to 0 implies alpha 1 lambda 1 v1 plus alpha 2 lambda 2 v2 plus alpha k lambda k vk is equal to 0. Write it as equation 2. Multiply this equation by lambda k, 1 into lambda k minus and subtract 2. This implies alpha 1 multiplied by lambda k means alpha 1 first term will be alpha 1 lambda k v1. First term here is alpha 1 lambda 1 v1. So alpha 1 into lambda k minus lambda 1 v1 plus alpha 2 into lambda k minus lambda 2 v2 plus so on up to k minus 1th term alpha k minus 1 lambda k minus lambda k minus 1 vk minus 1 equal to 0 because last term alpha k lambda k vk alpha k lambda k vk will be cancelled. Now this is a linear combination of vectors v1 v2 vk minus 1 which are linearly independent because of induction hypothesis. That means all the coefficients alpha 1 lambda k minus lambda 1 alpha 2 lambda k minus lambda 2 up to alpha k minus 1 lambda k minus 1 are equal to 0. Now since alpha 1 k is not equal to alpha 1 alpha k is not equal to lambda k is not equal to lambda 1 lambda k is not equal to lambda 2, all these lambdas are distinct, therefore these are not equal to 0 implies alpha 1 equal to alpha 2 equal to alpha n is alpha k minus 1 are all 0. And putting the values of alpha 1 up to alpha k minus 1 in number 1, we'll get alpha k vk is equal to 0. Since vk is not equal to 0, so alpha k will be equal to 0, so that all the coefficients alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha k are equal to 0. Putting values of alpha 1 alpha 2 up to alpha k minus 1 in equation 1, we get alpha k vk is equal to 0, which implies alpha k is equal to 0. That means v1 v2 vk are linearly independent, and so result is true for n is equal to k and hence for all n. This completes the proof of theorem.